Radio. Raheem with ERROL SPENCE. We're here at the Barclay, man. I saw you and Lamont Peterson up there. It looked friendly, but it was still tense. Like, you guys are clearly friends, but talk to me about what it's like fighting somebody that you like personally, you consider a friend, but you're both very aggressive and offensive-minded beasts in that ring.
It's just gonna be a tough fight, man. I mean, we're both friends, but you know, that's as far as it goes. You know, I got to feed my family. I got to put food on the table for my kids. So, I mean, we both fighting for our families here. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we both going to get a check, but I want to win. He wants to win. You know, we're going to try to kill each other to get it.
There's a fighter coming up to 47 that has that same mentality as well. Yeah. And they're already talking about, some say, oh, yeah, he's already the best in the division. He hasn't even fought in 47 yet. With all the work that you've done at this weight, first of all, what measure do you take of Terence Crawford coming into 47?
I mean, I don't take no measure. It's just like any other fighter coming to 147. I mean, it is what it is. I take it with a grain of salt. I mean, if it comes and we cross paths and we fight and they offer me, I'm going to take the fight. I mean, it is what it is. I don't take it any bigger than what it is. Like, people try to say, oh, you know, I guess he's the second coming of, you know, Floyd or something like that, and you know, he's gonna wipe out the whole welterweight division. So if he does it, so be it. Let's see if he can do it.
The matchup between the two of you that we all hope ultimately happens. There's a lot of fights people want to see you fight, but that's because your skills are good, and that's a compliment to you. So if this happens, where do you see the matchup advantages? I mean, are you the bigger guy in there? Is he? Who's the stronger guy? When you think about it, how do you see it?
I mean, I'm the big guy. I mean, I've seen him before. You know, he's a 140-pounder, but I mean, he has skills. I mean, dude can fight. You know, I take nothing from him. Dude can fight. You know, he wouldn't be undisputed. You know, like welterweight champion if he couldn't fight. And you know, he's moving up now. I heard he's gonna fight Jeff Horn in the summer. You know, and get that belt. You know, maybe we can do something with a unification fight.
And let me just ask you a couple more fights that are on the horizon, or at least being discussed. Danny Garcia and Adrien Broner may be happening. At least, you know, there's discussion about it. What do you think about that fight? Who do you see winning?
I mean, that's an entertaining fight. I mean, you know, it's a tough fight. I mean, it depends on, you know, which Adrien Broner show up, man. If Adrien Broner in camp, he's staying focused, have a great training camp, and, you know, he could win. I mean, but, you know, if he's playing around, you know, he could lose. So, I mean, Adrien Broner, you know, he's his own opponent, man. So if he's focused and he's on his A game, and you know, if he have a 10-week training camp and train like the AB that I know, like Twin, the one that fought at 130, 135, you know, it's not too many people that can beat him. You know, skill-wise, he has it all. But I mean, if he play around, you know, Danny could beat him. So it's a tough fight, man.
We've seen the heavyweights really emerge, especially towards the end of the year. Everyone talks Joshua Wilder. Now we've seen Joshua's most recent fight, Wilder's most recent fight right here. What do you make of Wilder's fight where the opponent didn't even throw a punch, he managed to knock him out, and the matchup between the two, hopefully in 2018?
Deontay can fight, man. I mean, Deontay can punch. I mean, he has that one-punch power, man, freakish power that knocks people out. So, I mean, I want to see the fight happen. You know, Anthony Joshua, he a cool dude, but I got to rock with the hometown guy. So, I mean, I got to rock with Deontay, man. I feel like, you know, Deontay could get the knockout if he hit him straight on the chin, especially if he hit him like Klitschko hit him. I mean, but Joshua, he's a good fighter, man. He's crafty, too. And I see it as a big heavyweight fight that we haven't had in a long time.
And lastly, it's that time of year. Fighter of the year for you, fight of the year for you. Where are we at right now?
Fight of the year? I really don't know. Fight of the year.
You may be in the running for it yourself.
I may be in the running.
You know, it's a tough competition for 17.
Yeah, I mean, it might be Terence Crawford since, you know, he won the undisputed, title. So, I mean, it could be him. But fight of the year, I done seen so many fights this year. I couldn't tell you.
What was the first one that came to mind when you thought about it?
I couldn't. I don't know. Give me a list of fights.
Canelo, Triple G,
Nah.
Klitschko, Joshua.
That was better than Canelo, Triple G, Klitschko, Joshua. I'll put that in the running.
Klitschko,
That was better, yeah, Klitschko, Joshua. Like, you ain't seen heavyweights like that fight like that in a long time. Like, it was tick for tat. They was fighting, and they were both hurting each other. And, they was fighting back. So, I mean, usually in a heavyweight fight, it's just one guy knocking another heavyweight out. But these guys, they were just going back and forth till somebody got knocked out. So, it was competitive. And for like other heavyweight fights where one guy get knocked out and it just, that's what it is.
Right. Well, we hope in 2018 you're the first fight to set it off big time, and we're going to have a nice war on that same path. So, Radio Raheem with ERROL SPENCE. Always a pleasure to talk to you, man. Can't wait to be back here in a few months to see you against Lamont Peterson in January. ERROL SPENCE with Radio Raheem.